Here's a natural, grounded review script that focuses on real-world use, buyer concerns, and practical trade-offs without relying on unverified claims or filler. If you're shopping for an anchor windlass and you've landed on this one, you're probably trying to figure out whether it's worth the investment, or if you're about to buy something that won't actually fit your boat or your needs. I get it, anchor setups can be confusing, and the wrong windlass can turn what should be a simple task into a frustrating mess. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. This Lewmar ProFish 700 horizontal freefall windlass is designed specifically for fishermen who want a no-nonsense way to deploy and retrieve anchors quickly. The standout feature here is the freefall capability, which lets you drop the anchor without power, something that's especially useful when you're in a hurry or your battery is low. That's not just a gimmick. It's a practical advantage if you fish in shallow or tight spots where you need to reset fast. Now, the ProFish 700 is rated for boats up to 31 feet, which covers a lot of smaller to mid-sized fishing boats. But here's the thing. Just because it fits your boat size doesn't mean it's the right choice for how you fish. If you're someone who anchors frequently in rough conditions, or you're dealing with a heavier anchor setup, you might find the manual recovery option using an 8-inch socket wrench more of a chore than you bargained for. The freefall is great for dropping anchor, but bringing it back up manually isn't exactly effortless, especially if you're solo. One thing that stands out is the above-deck installation. That's a big deal if you're retrofitting an older boat, or you don't want to deal with the hassle of below-deck wiring and mounting. It simplifies the setup, but you'll still need to run power to it, so make sure your battery and wiring can handle the load. If you're not comfortable with marine electrical work, budget for a professional install. It's not something you want to cut corners on. The ProFish 700 is built to work with Lewmar's inch 3-strand premium anchor rod and their inch G4 chain, which is a solid combo for durability. But if you're already invested in a different anchor setup, you might need to adapt or replace parts to make it work. That's an extra cost and hassle you'll want to consider before pulling the trigger. Now, who should actually buy this? If you're a weekend angler who needs a reliable, easy-to-install windlass for quick anchor drops and retrievals on a boat under 31 feet, this could be a great fit. It's especially useful if you fish in areas where you're frequently resetting anchors or you're working alone. The freefall feature alone saves time and effort, and the above-deck setup means less invasive installation. But if you're dealing with a larger boat, heavier anchor gear, or you're someone who prefers a fully electric retrieval system without the manual backup, this might not be the best choice. The manual recovery is a practical fallback, but it's not a substitute for power retrieval if you're used to that convenience. The 5-year warranty is a nice touch, but don't assume it covers everything. Read the fine print. Warranties in marine gear can be tricky, and issues like improper installation or incompatible components might not be covered. That's another reason to make sure your setup matches what this windlass is designed for. So, is the Lewmar ProFish 700 worth it? If you fit the profile, a fisherman with a boat under 31 feet who values quick anchor deployment and a straightforward install, then yes, it's a solid choice. Just be honest with yourself about your anchor setup and whether you're okay with the manual recovery option. If you're not, you might want to look at fully electric windlasses instead. Either way, take a close look at the specs and your boat's needs before buying. The link is in the description if you want to double-check the details on Amazon.